Yo, 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 what you telling me? The man them are back. We are the well-seasoned podcast. I am Shak Omar.
I'm Devon Anderson, aka Big Money Dev.
AKA Big Money. You got mediocre money Shak over here.
Mediocre money Shak.
I'm still trying to catch up to the levels, man.
Dear.
Bro.
One day.
Need to sponsor me, man.
Hey, bro, I'm renting cars now.
Bro.
I'm renting out cars because I got work and I got to travel around, and you know the Lambos are getting rented, the Ferraris.
Bro, I seen a Lambo pull up outside. I didn't notice you.
Nah, do you know what? Today I got a Fiat 500.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to keep humble.
Within Liverpool, like you don't want the scouts and stuff. Fucking Jack, lad.
Yeah, they actually upgraded my Fiat 500 to a Ford Focus, so I've got the drug dealer car.
Okay.
Listening to Drake's new album with the windows down.
Oh, in fact, that's a good starting point, actually.
Oh, is it?
So obviously the whole world has been talking about this Drake, Kanye battle.
Oh,
the beef thing, Donda versus CLB.
Yeah.
What's your opinions on that?
Certified lover boy.
I feel like that album's dedicated to me, man.
Boy, do you know what?
Certified lover.
I haven't actually yet listened properly. Like today was the day because I jumped in a rental. I was like, let me sync the system had a little sync so I could sync my phone to the big money in it. So I synced it up and I was listening to Certified Lover Boy, and I'd had a couple of listens before. I wasn't feeling it.
Bro.
I'm like this. I wasn't feeling it. My initial listen, I was like disappointed. But now I banged it in the car. It's it differently.
It's different.
It differently. Like so far, I'm like 6 or 7 songs in. I'm like, yeah, I like this.
Do you know what my thing was when I tried to listen to both? They're both so long.
They are long.
They're both so... Bro, I don't know where this whole thing, as an artist as well, like, of just long albums, because I'd much rather like an 11, 12 song album of just your, the best of your catalogue, whatever, just in a 12 songs where you're just like, I want more, rather than I'm 14 songs deep and I've still got like another 14 to go.
See, I'm the opposite in a sense of like, I don't get EPs.
Okay.
I'm a bit like, what's the point, bruv? Just bring me your album out. I don't want to hear little snippets. I want a full album. So like, I'm against EPs. EPs come out and they give you like 4 songs and you're like, oh yeah, I'm into this. Give me more. And then you gotta wait like a year.
You keep you wait. Like, as for me, obviously.
Explain that to me, bruv, because I hate it. As a consumer of music.
Okay, so
I'm not a big fan of EPs.
I've put out 2 EPs, but the first one was a very long EP. It was basically an album, but I didn't want to call it an album because like I want my debut album to be like a big deal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So but I wanted to put loads of songs out. What I should have done with Seasons, go check it out if you haven't already.
Was Seasons just the EP?
Just the EP,
Seasons is a fucking banger, by
Season,
the way.
yeah, man.
It's actually a banger. That should have been your first album.
Yeah. If that's the thing, like that would be the perfect first album if I was at a certain status.
Yeah.
But because I'm like, I was still coming up, I still am. I was still coming up. I didn't want to say, oh, this is my album, because like, you want your first album to be like, for example, if you're signed, if you got that big radio hit, and I didn't have any of that, so I was like, I just want to put 11 songs out, so I call it an EP.
Nah, you're sneaky, bro. What he's gonna do is he's gonna re-release Seasons.
Aye, bro.
Out of laziness.
Some of them tunes have to come back.
Oh, 100%.
Some of them tunes have to come back when the status goes higher.
100%.
But looking back, what I would regretted, I would have probably split down half and done 2 EPs.
That would have made more sense. Yeah.
So just to keep, because there was a big gap between Seasons and Medicinal, which was my second EP, which was an actual like short 5-song EP. And yeah, wish I would have done split it out into 3 EPs rather than 2, because there was a big gap in between both of them. But yeah, I think EPs are good in terms of just like letting the people, giving you an introduction to you.
Yeah.
Knowing what you're about, and then being like, okay, I can't wait for what's next.
That's where I think the long albums come in. I think the long albums come when you're 30, you're pretty much at the top of your game, as both artists are, and then you release. I think it's kind of like stunting on people, because even Chris Brown brought out that
45-song album,
45 songs, and that was just to show off. I to this day still haven't listened to that album.
Bro, I listened to, because I'm a big Chris Brown fan, but like it took me like 3 days to listen to that full album in full. And you know what? That album, I think it was Heartbreak on a Full Moon, it's called.
Yep.
That's some of it. If you go deep into them, like midway through the album, there's some bangers on there. But it's just, bet you so many people haven't heard it because it's like, oh, that's long.
I've still never listened
to it.
But
I think it's like, everyone's saying it was like a ploy for like streams as well.
Okay.
It helped like that many songs helps with like your streams.
Yeah.
Because like now it's more streams than album sales, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I know Drake's streams smashed Kanye's.
Always.
And it was always going to be like that, but
his market is just it's too big. We'll get into that. We'll get into that. But, so you've listened to both?
I didn't even finish Donda.
Okay.
I went through it and I've just listened to people's feedback on it. And what the general gist I got was you pick the 5, 6 best songs on Donda and 5, 6 best songs on CLB. Donda kills it.
Okay.
But there's more like Donda's more like this up and down, whereas Drake's is kind of just solid throughout.
Yeah, okay.
But the highs aren't as high, but the lows aren't as lows. Because you know what, Kanye's will try some mad shit and not everyone's gonna like it, do you know what I mean? But,
okay, so they're beefing.
Oh, it's real. The beef's real, man.
They're beefing. Like
dropping addresses and that.
Yeah, dropping addresses, group chats. Drake leaked a track. I saw Andre 3000 released a statement because he did a song, Party. I can't remember what the song's called, but he released a song, and Andre 3000 came out and he said he was disappointed because on that song he wrote bars for his mother.
Yeah,
he wrote bars for his mother, and he got on the song because obviously Donda's for
Kanye's
mom.
mom. Yeah,
and he was disappointed that the song got leaked. And also when the song got leaked, apparently everyone's saying, I listened to the song, bangs, it bangs. So people were like, Drake shot himself in the head there because he leaked a song that people were saying was better than his whole album.
Okay.
Like, the songs.
Andre 3000 is going to come a point where people need to like
put some respect on his name.
Like the most underrated rapper of all time.
He's very, very
and like
good.
Everyone, your favorite rapper will be like, say Andre 3000's in his top 5.
Yeah.
Like everyone will rate him that high, but he just doesn't put enough music out. He just comes, does a feature verse, kills it, and then just goes back to doing what he's doing.
So there's a debate, because of the whole Donda Drake thing. We'll put the two artists together, right? Where are Kanye and Drake in the greatest artists of all time? Are they up there? Are they not up there for you?
Okay.
Is one in there? Is one not in there?
Okay, so whether you like it or not, because I know people are very indifferent to him. Like Drake's one of the goats,
bro.
Drake is one of the goats.
Some people hate Drake.
Some people, do you know what it is? It's them like old school hip hop fans who are like real rap. Drake isn't real rap because he has pop songs. He sings. He raps about women and his emotions rather than the struggle. But there's rappers out there rapping about the struggle who aren't in the struggle. So Drake rapping about women is more real
100%
than them because it's authentic. It's him. He's not gonna. And Drake can rap. Drake's got lyrics, bro.
Drake can spit, bro.
Drake can, like, people don't give Drake enough credit for how hard he can bar.
Think about it, yeah. He's got pop. He does the pop thing, yeah. So your average, like, he appeals to white people, Asian people, Indian people, everyone. So he appeals to everyone. He does the little taki taki ching chaki ba da 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 da. He does the little Spanish thing. Yeah. He does the battle rap. Cause listen,
Meek Mill,
he come at everyone.
Pusha, whether he lost to Pusha or not, he went at Pusha. Like, do you know what I mean?
Hard. So he does everything. So as a generational artist, I think he's reached goat status. And then actually ask yourself, who? I want you to think of someone who a couple of people who rap better than Drake.
Okay, so
How many are there?
I don't think anyone raps as good as Kendrick Lamar we're talking really, really the skill of rapping.
Bro, I said this and I got into a big beef on Clubhouse because someone was saying Kendrick shit and I was like,
mad.
What?
I can understand people if you don't like Kendrick, if you don't like his music, because he's very quirky. And like the voices he puts on, like Kendrick's not really like the man who like listening to like hood rap and stuff like that. I think Kendrick's very too complex for a lot of people to listen to.
He tells a story, man. He always has a story.
But I think, like, J. Cole's my favorite rapper, but I would not say he raps better than Kendrick. And
I put him in there.
J. Cole's one up there, but I think Kendrick's just so different, so unique.
I like Jay-Z as well. I'd put Jay up there.
Lyric for lyrics, yeah. Are we talking about this generation or?
It's hard. Like, they're still rapping currently. We'll try and find people that can rap.
Because Jay-Z will just like drop a verse a year about like his business ventures and then just go back into.
I know, just go back into just hide and back to chopping Beyonce. Yeah. I wouldn't rap if I had Beyonce. I'd just be locked in my. That
would turn me into an R&B singer, bro. I'll just look at Beyonce, man. Just while she's just asleep, bro, and just be like, I just want to sing to you, babes.
Is Kanye up there as a rapper?
As a lyricist, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
But as a musician, like a general creative in music, he's one of the GOATs.
He's a genius. He is a genius when it comes to production, like outside the box thinking, samples, what he does with
all of that,
samples,
and he's got classic albums. Like
he really does. He really does.
Like from College Dropout to
I loved College Dropout until
it was until like the Yeezus.
808.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of 808 and Heartbreaks, and then Yeezus, and I feel like he semi lost his way and he's finding it again. So would you put him up there as like one of the greatest artists as well?
Artist, yes, but like lyricists, no. And that's not saying he can't rap, but I like to say, like, to me, Drake raps better than Kanye.
Okay, so I'm trying to find the levels here, the levels of Drake, right? Because of his appeal. You can't just put him in amongst rappers. So are you saying, do you think that he's the best rapper at the minute? In terms of
he's up there. He's in the discussion.
Okay, so then because of his appeal, can he be put in the same brackets as your Michael Jacksons? Do you think in 20 years' time, the same way that we all bop around to like Michael Jackson, that there'll be a Drake rhythm for your grandkids that will be
I think so. He's got that much of an influence over the culture, like, yeah.
That's mad.
His influence over the culture is ridiculous. Like,
I think it's got to be appreciated. I think it's
anyone in your there's a Drake song for anyone in your family.
100%.
Any person.
God's plan.
Yeah, like my mum is not a hip hop fan by any means, but she'll listen to Drake.
Yeah,
she won't be bumping like J. Cole or Kendrick.
No, but she'll
have Drake songs on, like play Drake songs.
I think that's bad. I think he's definitely up there. I think he's got to be respected, and even in the sense of, do you care that he's got apparently ghostwriters? Do you judge him on that?
As a writer, myself, yeah, but no. Like, because I feel because he's not just a rapper. If someone was to like give him a hook, I don't see anything wrong, because his genre transcends like more than just rap.
I don't see the problem. I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah.
I didn't believe he like people write his raps though. I didn't believe that, because they seem so personable to him and like how he is. I listen to certain Drake verses and think, how could another man write that? That is Drake. That is Drake in his feelings, like
in his feelings.
That was so deep, like talking about sitting there with his red wine and how he took this girl out for steak and she's just with another rapper and he's just there crying into like. I'm just like, yeah, man. No other guys writing that for you. None of his Toronto Donnies are writing that for my man. Like, he's wrote that himself.
But that's my thing. Yeah, is that even if your bars are written for you, you've still got to deliver.
Of course,
somebody could give me a Drake song and it's not gonna bang, is
bro.
It? Like, someone can ghostwrite for me. It doesn't mean that it's not gonna be delivered in the way that it gets delivered. And people don't like, what they don't like is they say that he bites from a lot of different styles. Is that a problem?
Nah, if it's biting, there's a difference between biting and paying homage.
Yeah, he does always seem very respectable. Yeah, even with the whole London thing.
That's what I mean. It's the London thing's funny. But going back to what you said just then, obviously it was like Quentin Miller, wasn't it? The one who was like writing his doing the thing, because they put out the reference track of like, I was running through this, or what was it, 10 beds or whatever it was. One of them tunes that Quentin Miller like demoed. Let's be real. If Quentin Miller comes out with Run Through the Six of My Woes, no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
No one cares. It's the fact that Drake delivered it and it's on Drake's name.
Speaking of samples, on there there's a Robert Kelly sample, bro.
Oh.
There's a Robert Kelly sample on a Drake track. Now, is that a mad move by Drake? Because you are the certified lover boy, yeah? You're the gal dem singer. And technically, you put on the gal dem abuser.
Yeah.
Is that a mad move by Drake?
Drake must have been like debating this sample, like my mind's telling. He must have been like that.
But my bank account.
But these streams
are telling me. And do you know what's bad? Girls are still there bumping the song.
Fam, you get me?
You know.
You get me?
You need to take a look at yourself.
They'll be like, oh, Kelly's on this. I can't like. And the next thing, they're like,
just catch it, just the liquor wine. That's naughty. That.
Nah, do you know what though? Yeah, like that's when you got it. It goes into the debate of separating the music from the man, because let's be real. I know you can't be out there bumping R. Kelly's tunes now, like loud. Especially in public. Like whether you do that behind closed doors
in your basement, you might be catching a one to the left by yourself, but you can't.
No, I'm not start singing it though. Yo, go cancel me.
For me, like I can't do it. Like I morally, my morals are a bit like I don't fuck with this whole you reach a certain level when you're untouchable. For my morals, it's like even the time with the whole Chris Brown thing, thumping up Rihanna and that and all that, and it's all been forgotten. Like women still love him.
That's what I mean.
Even when it was
to be
popping
fair
off.
though, when it was popping off, he caught a lot of heat. And to be fair, the fact that he's still here to this day, whatever.
People forget very
and
quickly.
People forget or they forgive. What I think helped him a lot was Rihanna got back on him after that. Exactly. So they're like, if Rihanna can forgive him, then we can, and whatever. But in terms of R. Kelly, it's like, how do I word this? So the music, I feel as though Drake might have looked at it as if to say, this guy's a waste man, but that music is so good, so iconic to go to waste. So let me put it in put my name to it so they don't have to attack. It's mad.
It's hard. It's
for
very
example,
risky.
it's hard. Everyone's like, oh, you have to cancel R. Kelly. If you still listen to R. Kelly, you're this or that. But imagine you don't, it's all to like, it's all to people's individual things. Like, for example, I'm going to go deep with this one. But say if like, I Believe I Can Fly was like, your granddad's favorite song and he's died and you played at his funeral.
Yeah.
And you're like, you can't listen to that. Bro, who the fuck are you to tell me I can't listen to me granddad's fucking dying song? Do you know do you know what I mean? Or fucking, I don't know, Happy People could be like some of your parents' wedding song.
Yeah.
First Dance or whatever.
It taints it, doesn't it?
So like, at the same time where you're like, this guy is a waste man, you're just like eliminating family memories or deep thoughts that times.
Bro, we're all so lucky that the Michael Jackson thing is still up in the air.
Yeah, man.
Because imagine that legacy, that catalogue is hard for me.
But when you deep R. Kelly's catalogue as well, there's so much of like people forget, obviously with good reason why people forgot, but like the catalogue that he was in that hit for hit. He has so many R&B classics that have just been tainted. It's
not just music, bro. It's life. It feels like certain things in life feel like once you reach a certain level of popularity, people allow certain things. And I don't fuck with that personally, because if Robert Kelly didn't have the catalogue that he had and he was just a man,
100,
everyone would be like stone him, kill him, all them things. So like I can't suddenly forget that because you gave me a step in tune, and I big up the Boondocks because it reminds me. If you've not seen the Boondocks, go back and watch the R. Kelly episode. It's funny. It is very, very funny. But yeah, we'll move away from Robert Kelly because I'm not looking to get cancelled. It's an interesting debate, though.
It is an interesting debate, man.
Debate. We could go. What you were saying
later on in the podcast, we'll bring it back because
we'll bring it back. You said
Kelly's making me nervous, making my voice breaking out. We'll bring it back when we've got our certified listeners who won't go anywhere and we're uncancelable. If that's a word.
We'll do that. Do you know what? Another one. We'll touch on another subject. Unless you got one. You got one.
No, I wanted to go back to just the last thing about Kanye.
Go on.
The way people are coming at him when he's took all these people off the album.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy, he's like, Soulja Boy's fuming because he took a Soulja Boy verse out.
Is Soulja out? Who else got
Chris Brown. Chris Brown was meant to be on that New Again song, but they've left his name in the writing credits, but Kanye just took his verse off. And everyone's fuming. People are laughing because all these Soulja Boy, Chris Brown and that are like dissing Kanye because he's.
Are there
talking about-
reasons? He hasn't given any reasons or anything.
Judging by their reactions, he wouldn't have told them you're getting taken off. He's just dropped the album and took the finger.
Wow. Is Jay on it still?
Jay's on the first track, and I think he's been took off one as well. But people are like, I'd be vexed as an artist.
Oh, I'd be fuming.
I would be so vexed. Chris Brown just come out like calling Kanye a hoe and all that, and then he just went fuck it, posted his verse. He's like the verse that never apparently happened.
Oh,
and
wow.
He just posted it on his Instagram.
Was it
Innit?
good?
It was hard,
Yeah.
bro. Kanye should have left that shit in, man. It was hard, but as an artist, because imagine they're going around with the hype, the Donda, the build up, the promotion for it was amazing. Everyone was gassed to hear it.
100%.
He's probably telling those people, yo, wait till you hear this verse on I'm on the Kanye thing, you get me? Wait till you hear this, and it drops, and everyone you've told that you've got a verse on the Kanye album is just like, yo, bro, where's your verse?
Yeah, but when it's different if you're at a Chris Brown level. Soldier Boy, he should be fuming.
Nah, but still, even
Soulja should be fuming.
even Chris Brown though, like that Donda thing was just the most talked about thing at the time, and he probably could have capitalized and dropped a new song off that if he was on there. He could have dropped his new single and started promotion for his new album or whatever, and then, bro, getting your thing took off would have just been, it would have hurt me, man.
On the subject of Kanye as a whole, yeah, I always look at him. I'm very confused because he has his moments. Yeah, he's obviously a genius. The way he puts songs together, his whole thinking, what he's done with Yeezys, what he's done for fashion and stuff like that. Yeah, oh, yeah, we're both looking at Yeezy. What he's done for Yeezys and stuff like that. Okay, that's genius. And then he has these meltdowns, right? He has these meltdowns, these public meltdowns, and he goes online and you look at him and you go, that guy's mad. But then, what I'm struggling to work out with, is he a genius or is he mad? I don't know which one it is
because I feel as though to be a genius, you got to be nuts, bro.
But like, to a regular person, a genius would look mad.
Yeah.
So
I think you've got to have
to
be a genius and to be like what people call as a genius. You've got to have a screw loose, because for you to try mad things and different stuff, you can't have that overthinking mentality, because rational people overthink things. Like, I'm quite rational, so I'll be like, what if I did try this, and I'll think of the pros and cons and weigh it up. I feel as though people who have that genius label will just be like, I'll try this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I could get criticized for this. For example, we're big wrestling fans.
Yeah.
Everyone labels Vince McMahon as a genius. He's another person that's been labeled as a genius.
Right.
But he's nuts. Some of the ideas you see him
storylines
and like
come up with,
how he comes up with, and like even wrestlers who've like worked in the WWE or whatever have done interviews and been like, you talk to Vince McMahon, the guy is crazy, but he's a genius.
Yeah.
So I feel as though genius and crazy, it goes hand in hand.
I mean, Vince, did he have this? He had a story where he was gonna get with his daughter.
Impregnate Stephanie.
Yeah, that's his daughter, by the way. If anyone doesn't know wrestling, Vince McMahon.
You should do anyway. Even if you don't watch wrestling, you should know who Vince and Stephanie are.
Yeah, Vince is the owner, and Stephanie McMahon is obviously his daughter, and
he wanted to make a storyline.
I'm gonna impregnate my daughter.
The storyline was she gets pregnant, and then he pitched the storyline to her, and she was like, no. And then he goes, okay, so what about if Shane's the father, who's a brother? They're the type of man there that you're dealing with, man. Coming with incest vibes and that, man. Yeah.
Incest storyline.
Big up Vince McMahon, though, man.
Oh, and shout out to Triple H. He had a heart attack, man.
Yo, I swear.
I think that was all part of Vince's plan.
Bro.
Vince is going a bit crazy
Vince will try and make that into a storyline some part, man.
I think Vince tried to kill him because Vince is moving a bit mad.
But nah, big up Triple H, man. I'm glad he's okay, because he's an OG. He's an OG. But what was you going to say? What was you going to move on to? In fact, let me transition to something, seeing as we're talking about Kanye. Yeah. Transition into that family, the Kardashians.
Oh, fucking hell. So really, upon the world season, we're going to talk about the Kardashians?
I want to talk about directly the reaction to this Kylie Jenner pregnancy. And how all that stuff, girls are posting it on their stories, and then up comes the conversation. You can post Kylie Jenner's pregnancy on your Insta stories, but you won't support your friend's business. You know that one's there.
What's the connection?
Nah, your friend's business is clap, man.
Alright, shit.
And nails looking all chipped and that, man. You get me?
Your girl's business, yeah.
The weave them looking like fucking
rat tail.
The weave all dry and ting, bro.
Dry weave, looking like a 50p wig. Look, come on, let's be real, right? The ones that, when you're saying you can do this, but you can't support the business, I agree in terms of Kylie.
I do agree. Like, I am 50-50 on it.
Bro, I don't care about Kylie Jenner's pregnancy. Like,
Yeah, couldn't care
and
less.
you're too invested in certain people's business. But at the same time, feel free to post whatever you like. But in terms of the business thing, is like, people work hard for their money. And unless your money is coming to you, unless you're balling, yeah, I work hard for my money. I don't want to spend it on shit quality. Like, why would I buy my brethren's clothes, yeah, that look like he fucking drew it himself, yeah, when I can put money into a product that is actually good quality?
Yeah. I understand trying to help your friend with his business.
100%.
And putting money into it. Like, for example, like friends of mine, yourself, like if I've got a show, you'll come and you'll get a ticket to show support sometimes or whatever, or listen to the music or share it, whatever.
Yeah.
But as a friend, if it's bad quality, it's up to your friends to tell you. So
I don't know. At the same time,
nah, because I would want. I always say this about my music. Like, I want honest opinions. Do you know what I mean? I want honest opinions, and that's how I'll get better as an artist.
Okay.
And
so track 7.
let me say this. You can give your opinion, and I can disagree.
100%.
You could be like, I'm not feeling this one. And I'll be like, no,
I love this one.
I am. You know what I mean? Everyone has different tastes, but you have to take criticism on board, and then that's the whole thing about supporting your friend's business.
But the eyelash that falls off mid club,
yeah, man.
You can't
work on your craft.
Yeah, it's important. Like, I respect anyone that goes out there and starts a business and starts their hustle and stuff like that. But like, put the effort in.
And as your friend, I will support it. But support doesn't mean necessarily putting on my story. Support means giving my feedback and telling you how it could get better. That is still support.
That is.
And
support.
then if it gets to a certain quality, then I'll be like, because if you're promoting a dead product and other people are seeing it and being like, and then they're thinking the product's dead, then you're just basically setting them up for failure because you're promoting this product which isn't quality to a wider audience.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And it's mad. A lot of these businesses that people are saying support, like, I've seen people give up on.
That's what I mean.
They give up on them and it doesn't work out for them because...
On the flip, I don't know why I seen Kylie Jenner's pregnancy on so many stories, man. I don't know why that needs to... I don't know. Oh. People are saying they post, like, when it comes to the Kardashians or whatever, they're fans of the Kardashians, fair play. When you post something on your story, I don't understand the logic behind posting that on your story kind of thing. You could be a fan of the Kardashians, but I watched the podcast, I can't remember who it was, but they were like, do they post that on their stories to feel as if they're closer to the celebrity that they admire, like Kylie Jenner? Because if you could look at that and think, oh, that's cute, like, and then like it or whatever. But then, like, if you're putting it on your story, you're like, I want everyone to see this.
Everyone to see that. Because you deep down, you must know that Kylie's not gonna see that one post.
No.
But you like them enough to post it and let everyone know that you like it. So
I do get the logic about, like, if you don't post, you post things on your story. For what reason? For your followers to see it. So why do your followers need to see Kylie Jenner's pregnancy, which they're gonna know about anyway because it's everywhere?
I'd like to know the logic behind it. So like, hit up the World Season page.
Yeah, please
let
do, man.
Let us know. Do you know what it is about the Kardashians, right? I've got to respect the hustle.
Oh, bro, 100%.
Like, they're still around. They're still making money. They're still
making headlines.
They're still making headlines.
Anything they do is a headline.
Women are posting about them, and in essence, it all came from a sex tape for Kim.
Pretty much.
I mean, they were born in money, innit? And they looked the way that they looked before, and they've altered that. But that's where my beef comes in, is that how much of what you're selling is the truth, and that's what the problem is because every day we'll have Kardashian pictures and stuff like that, and then every day next to it we'll have someone going, well, she doesn't look like that, and this is the real Ripple. And this is that.
There was a big thing as well, because I remember, I think it might have been Chloe, forgive me if I'm wrong, it might have been Chloe.
I don't know which one's which.
Chloe, the basketball lover, man, Tristan, Lamar, all them.
Oh, okay.
Chloe, the biggest one. I don't know in age where they are, but anyway, Chloe come out and said something. There might have been a picture of her with no makeup or whatever, or not looking her best. She's come out and been like, why do we have to be held to these beauty standards or whatever. Why the women? But I'm thinking you set them standards.
That is the problem. Is
people are going trying to get big lips to look like Kylie Jenner lip challenge. Remember all that? Your family is setting them fake asses, all that stuff. So you can't complain when it comes back on you and try and play like the victim kind of thing.
That's what I mean. Okay, so the problem that I have is I think 100%, yeah, they should be allowed to have an off day, right?
We're human, man.
Yeah, obviously.
We can't all be like us, man, waking up looking the ass, man. You get me?
We need more pictures. We actually need more pictures of them looking normal because it will help people to realize they are normal and they'll get
their self-esteem,
more days off. But like, for instance, the whole Kylie Jenner thing, lip challenge. I knew little girls of like 10 that did that challenge, and I saw them, and her lips were bruised.
Yeah, fuck the thing.
All fucked up because of a Kylie Jenner lip challenge. You have to have some.
And I know obviously that was nothing to do with Kylie. Like, she didn't endorse it. So we're not saying that, but we're just saying that shouldn't be the stand. Also, it's funny how like big lips are like in. Because I used to get cussed out for having like big lips back in school, man.
You know them racists there,
lips, man.
Them racists there that were like, oh, you got big lips and all that. And now it's
what, man?
Not only that, that's another thing. We might as well I'm going to get to that as well, actually, because do you know what I don't understand? What? Racists who wear fake tan.
Okay.
Absolutely baffled. What are you doing?
And I know what instant you're thinking of.
Exactly. I'm going to get, so we might as well transition from there to there. So I'll begin with, firstly, I'll say, if you're racist, and you're watching this, probably not going to be the case. This is probably not the podcast for you.
Suck your mother.
Suck your mother, firstly. And secondly,
suck your bomber club.
Why? If you don't like black people, are you putting a product on your skin to look black or melanin?
Fake tan. Big lips. Big body. Weave them.
So everything that is genetically
listen
black,
to the black music.
Oh my God, they love the music.
Taking the black wood. You get me? Appropriating our culture, man.
But yet you don't like.
But then round your little white friends, you're going to be like, these fucking black people.
Super racist.
You get me? I don't understand it.
So then we can transition to something I was talking about last week.
Ooh.
We all lost. We all remember that. I'll take it back to It's Coming Home because it didn't come home. We'll start.
Because we didn't get into that. That was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, we didn't get into that.
Obviously, we got knocked out of the Euros. 3 black players missed, and as it happened, literally as it was happening, I thought to myself, like, I knew the exact moment where I was like, England's gonna get racist again.
Yeah.
England's about to get racist again. And for me, do you think, because we go through every single day, right? And it's all no racism this and no racism that. I'm not racist, blah, blah, blah. And every time these things come out, we find out that even people that I knew on social media, right? When something like this happens, certain people will pop up and they'll post racist things, and I'll be like, rah.
Yeah.
Like, you've been on my page this entire time. We've had conversations together. We've spoke.
Yeah.
I did not know that you was a secret racist.
It's mad when things...
You don't like me.
Big things like... you don't like me.
The whole time we've been there. Yeah. I hugged you in the club. We've been getting down to Drake together. And in your head, you've been thinking... They were waiting all night to just go, hey, you don't know, now you know. Nigga! They'll just point at you, man. Them ones there in the club. I thought we were vibes in, but really you were like...
Yo, the way they'll be rapping the word, and that word will come out like 10 decibels higher, bro.
You know what? Sometimes they just add it to tunes for no reason.
Yo, yeah.
Remember, we was in a club one time, and it was literally, there was this girl singing to Drake, and she was just singing along, singing the words. She was singing her own words. What song was it?
It was For Free.
For free. But she was like, nigga, fuck, for free. That's not the words. Not the words.
I was like, yo, why are you adding extra lyrics in? Who told you you can add? Is this the remix?
Who told you you can say it? And then secondly, why are you just throwing it in?
The worst is when the Lil Dicky song and the Chris Brown bit, like,
oh my God, they
love that shit, man. They love that
it.
Any
excuse. What? The best one, when I DJ, always, niggas in Paris. They love that. They're like, play the niggas in Paris, play niggas in Paris.
DJ, would you play the N words in Paris?
Words in Paris. I've had that before. I respect that.
I
like
respect
that.
it, man. I respect it.
But yeah, I was thinking about just when that stuff kicks off, like, it's hard because I always think to myself, like, how many of you are just suppressing your racism because because it's cancel culture now.
Yeah.
And people like are seeing when videos appear, like you had that girl outside the club when a doorman, she didn't get her own way and she racially abused him and then it went viral. So I think like these racists are only not racist because they now know that you'll get cancelled.
Yeah.
But it bothers me a little bit.
You can't change someone's mind. It's always, whether they aren't openly racist.
Yeah.
They might still have them thoughts.
So my problem is this, yeah? Do we live in a society that is changing, yeah? Or do we live in a society that just now hides their true feelings about things?
Yeah, I think people are very cautious of what they say now.
Because it's not just racism. There's transgender now.
Yeah, homophobia.
There's homophobia. And people are, they're all on the train, right? Everyone's loving it. Everyone's pro this, pro that.
Yeah.
And then you have these incidents that happen and it's exposing the fact that maybe we're not as PC as we think we are.
It's your first it's you know what it is? When you have an issue with someone and it's like a argument or whether you're about to fight with someone or something, your first instinct is to call them out verbally.
100%.
So if you see someone and they have a thing that stands out about them, you fat this.
Yeah.
It's like if they're in an argument with a gay person, they could just they might not even be homophobic, but they will just say a homophobic slur just to insult the person they're directly in contact with. Same with black people.
100%.
But at the same time, for you to say that word so naturally and that to be the first word that comes to your head, you have to have them like racist thoughts as well. And that needs to be a thing in earlier education, I think.
So here's another point. So I'll take it back to the football.
Yeah.
And I'll take it back to, so the boys have missed the penalty, right? When that happened, I said to myself, right, the racism's going to start. Let me tell you, it took 1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour before I was racially abused. Now, let me break the story down properly. Like, so one of our friends invited us to watch the match in a club in Liverpool, and it's a white club. I'm going to be honest. It's a white club. It's a white club.
It's in the white area of town.
Yeah, it's in the white area of town. Now, I'll go anywhere, me. I like my little unts.
Yeah,
I like indie music. I like fucking rap. I like... I've hung with different... Yeah, bro, I love indie. Indie girls are peng as well, by the way.
Okay.
That whole long underarm hair, that freedom, the lack of rhythm. It's hot for me. It's hot for me sometimes. Carry on. The lack of cocoa butter turns me on sometimes.
Go back to where you was going, please.
So anyway, my boy invited me to this place to actually watch the match. You're right. What's wrong?
Oh, I don't.
Different strokes for different
I'm
folks,
just thinking of a particular.
The dead wine.
Go on, carry on,
the
please.
dead fish dance.
Please continue.
But yeah, no. So he actually invited me to watch the match in this club, right? And I decided against it. And the reason I decided against it because I knew there was going to be a moment that a black person was going to... You're right.
Yeah, where they boo the knee.
I knew there was
going to start off by booing the knee.
The knee. So that game, already, I would have been in defense mode. Then, there's going to be a point, like, you've all been to a football match, right?
Yeah.
And when a black player messes up, the things that you hear, and you're putting yourself in a situation where you're going to fight. So I said to myself, I'm not going to go.
Yeah.
But then the match had finished, and I was like, it was my friend's birthday, and I was like, do you know what?
Go and say hello.
I've got to do my bit. I'll go and say hello. Me and Shak, we arrived at the club. Outside, before we haven't even got inside yet, and there was a girl. She was standing having a cigarette, and she was like, "Can I have a lighter?" I was like, "Yeah, you can have a lighter. You can have a lighter."
Funny, going back to your original point, sorry to jump in.
Go on.
When you were saying about appropriating.
Yeah.
On first thoughts, because I was a liquor as well.
Oh my God.
I thought she was black.
This girl looked black. She was dark.
She dark. I know the lips were fake, but like
they were big lips.
Imagine me, wavy me, seeing this girl and but it weren't like tan, it was dark. So I thought, oh, like
She had batty as well.
she had black in it.
Bunda.
But like as I deep go on, carry on.
So anyway, as she's asked me for a lighter or something, and I've been like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, or I can't remember what was going on. But then she started to get impatient at the fact that I didn't have my lighter, or whatever. And then for some reason, I don't know how it gets there, but she was like, I've been defending you lot this whole night, something like that. And I went,
because she said something. I can't stand like niggas or something like that.
It wasn't yet. Was it not? No, because she said, I've been defending you lot the whole night. And I've hit that, I've gone, oh shit, I know what this is kind of gonna be. I know what vibe it is.
Okay, yeah.
I was right about
I remember that bit,
there.
yeah, I do remember saying that.
So then anyway, she's got an attitude with me. So I got an attitude back. I was a bit like, nah, you're not having a lighter because you're rude. Like, what's wrong with you? Have some manners, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And she's gone, oh, this is why I hate niggas like this, bro. Been out of my house for an hour. It's been an hour and already she dropped the N-bomb. It was mad.
The night didn't end great for her though.
No, the night. So I wanted to flip, but obviously I'm getting older now. So I'm just a bit like, do you know what? You've got the problem in it.
We're like, bad karma's going to get you tonight.
Bad karma's going to get you tonight. And it did.
It did.
It did as we were leaving.
In the form of one white guy.
A fellow white Caucasian man.
Caucasian man. Big up the Caucasians who was down for the cause.
Big up, because she got rude to the wrong person and she got embarrassed. Like she started trying to swing at him with a bag.
He stuck the leg out, tripped her over.
It was quite a big scene, wasn't it?
Yeah,
really?
she hit the deck quite hard. I laughed.
We all laughed.
I said again. Again. One more again.
The point is karma got her, but like the other point is it took an hour after a football match for the racism to all kick off again. And then another example was I was on a train not long after it and I was heading to Manchester and I'm sat at a seat and there's a table, a family, a young family.
Oh, I remember you telling me this, yeah.
So one of the girls was like, hey, you cheeky little monkey or something to this kid. And he went, fuck off, I'm not Raheem Sterling. Like this, right? So I've thought to myself, okay, he's a Ute and don't thump him in his throat. So I've sat there quietly and the girl has seen me in her peripheral and she's gone, nah, don't say that. Like, stay quiet, stay. Why? I'm not a monkey. I'm not Raheem Sterling. Ooga booga, like this. So this whole time, I'm just in my brain, I'm rock bottoming this kid through the table. I'm kicking him repeatedly in the nuts, right?
Bro.
But so then I couldn't contain it anymore. And he's gone, why? And I've jumped up and I've gone, because I'm on the train like this. And I said, you know what? I don't even blame you, because the simple fact that he feels brave enough to say that. So I turned to his older brother and I said, I blame you. And he was like, nah, it's not because of that. It's not like that. It's nothing like that. Man. The fact is, right, it is like that because for a child that young to feel open enough to say something like that, he's learned that somewhere.
Yeah, I'll be like,
he didn't say it himself. He didn't come up with that thing himself.
That's in the house. That's in the house.
That's in the household.
I'd have been like, use your dad, man. He's getting it.
It's the household.
Your dad's getting it all over the train.
But that's the point. A child as young as that age.
It's sad, man. That's why I said it goes back to education from young. How you're programmed. There should be in primary school more activities on inclusion and everyone of different colours, creeds, races, whatever, sexuality should all be put in the same bracket, all be together, and like educating people on like being different cultures, being different sexualities. So like you know that as a kid, and you know it's normal. Everyone, it's not something crazy. Because I feel as though as a kid, we didn't get that education early enough. Because all through school, you're like, that's gay, that bro.
Yeah,
that's gay.
That's
like,
gay, that's gay.
You might be using the word, like certain words, like you're this, you're that. Do you know what I mean? And not realize as you get older, you're like, wow, some of the shit I used to say. Do you know what I mean?
You actually don't realize the power in the words as well. But like,
even when you see old tweets resurfaced, you're like, that was so long ago. But
what are your views on the old tweets resurfacing thing? Because I remember there was was it my Donny from Watford?
Andre Gray.
Andre Gray. So I remember he had some stuff come out, some homophobic tweets and stuff like that. But
nah, his shit was wild though.
Was it wild?
It was wild. Yeah.
Okay, but how many years ago was it? before it came out, kind of thing? Was it? I'm sure it was like 3 years, 4 years.
It was a few years. It's happened to a few players. It's happened to a few players, not just footballers. Just it's happened to a few celebrities. Like I think like it happened to Stormzy. Stormzy said something. It's
they all come from.
It's like it's like the whole thing about the exact points about that kid on the train being programmed to be racist. Certain black families will program you to be homophobic.
100%.
In different cultures. For example, like Jamaica, some Jamaican.
Yep, I'm Jamaican.
Some Jamaican culture big. I'm not Jamaican, but I'm rocking Bob Marley today.
Hey, big up the Marley.
Big up the yard. Big up yard.
Big up
Soon
yard
forward the yard.
Yam tree.
Yeah. Big up yard. He's Niger, man.
I know, but yeah, I just like to say yam tree.
Big up the yard. Soon forward.
But yeah, like it's hard because my thing about old tweets is it's hard to tell whether, because the statement is often the same, okay? But in the same sense, the statement would be true if you did grow out of it. So for instance, I'm sure like when I was younger, I probably said some wild shit, right? Just stupid shit that I thought was funny at the time. But me now, if say something resurfaced or something like that, or, you know, I was sexist, or which is very likely.
And now we're in an era now where you couldn't say something that isn't bad, but it will be twisted.
Yeah. So for instance, if that was to come up, it couldn't be any further from the truth.
Yeah.
For me anymore, like, because I'm grown. So,
and it shows growth.
Yeah.
It shows growth.
So do we allow them and say, oh, it's in the past, or did they remain cancelled? Because that's what I find different.
Not gonna lie, I'm gonna go home after this, check my Facebook back and from like all the years.
Is it?
Delete that shit.
Delete that shit.
Never happened. Nah, but like I hear what you're saying though. It depends on the content of what you said, and the age obviously you were. Because obviously, if you're like, oh, that was back then when I was 21. You're still old enough to know. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean? It depends on the age you're at. It depends what you said.
Yeah, but even if you're old enough to know better, you might not have learned that lesson until 25. You might
maybe, but I feel as though if you're old, there's a certain age where you should know. It depends. As I said, it depends on the content and the context. But there's certain ages I think where you should know better. Do you know what I mean? Or be wary enough to, even if you're thinking something, don't tweet it. Don't put it on Facebook.
I get that.
It's one of them.
I get that. That's interesting, man. Because again, it's all to do with undercover. Like, I don't know if I would feel more comfortable with someone who was openly racist to me, so I knew where I stood, or whether I would feel more comfortable with this whole undercover hater. It's very similar to like people that don't like you in life, yeah, and people show fake love, and you see them in it out, and you're like, oh, he was good. And there's so many, like, there's loads of people in the world like that. It's just like, they pretend they like you, but they don't like you, right? And vice versa. And there's almost this pretense, but like, I personally, I prefer to know that you don't like me, and then we both know where we stand, but we show respect.
Sometimes I show fake love though.
Is it your fake lover?
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun sometimes.
He said it's fun sometimes.
I'm just like, yes, my brother. Hug them up. I'm like, I want to kill you.
Just squeeze them a little bit too tight.
Yes, my brother, safe. We're giving that hard fist bump, man.
Bro, we had a hard fist bump the other day with someone. Like, I didn't even know it. He punched my knuckle.
My hand's still like bruised and
walk one, brother.
They definitely don't. They definitely had a problem with something we said on the podcast, bro.
100%.
They definitely don't fuck with well seasoned, man.
I don't know.
But nah, I know what you mean. Like, but a lot of people say in terms of this fake love stuff, they go too left field with the whole I'm real. Whereas I know what being fake and all of this, like pretending to like someone, but you can be civil. Being civil is not being fake.
100%.
Because people are like, oh yeah, like I'll tell them I don't care. I'm not fake. So if I see him, I'll be like, you're a prick. So imagine you're just walking down the street, man, you're a business. Someone comes up to you, you're a prick. What? Like, what? Randomly, do you know what I mean? You don't have to, you can be civil with someone, and like there's times where me and someone might not get along, but it doesn't mean we have to, it's on site every time I see them. Or it doesn't mean I have to tell them what I think about them at all times. We could just either be cordial or just not acknowledge each other. It's fine.
Yeah, I like that.
I've been in the studio with someone, yeah. And like, this is years ago, with like an artist. And then they were talking about another artist from Liverpool.
Okay.
And then the people in the room, he was like, oh yeah, I don't rate them, like this, that. And then someone in the room was like, but would you say that to them? And he got defensive, so defensive. He was like, yeah, I'm not scared. He's like, have you got his number? He's like, I'll phone him now and I'll tell him I don't rate him. And I'm thinking, bro, like, relax, man. Like,
Yeah, it's a lot.
if I got a phone call saying, yo, your music's shit, and I'm thinking, who is this? Who the fuck's this?
That was me.
Yo, I would be like, yo.
I get the voice change.
Okay,
and Shak Omar.
And how's your day? Family good, yeah? You get me? It's so, bro, there's this like whole thing about being real. I'm real, like everyone knows where they stand with me. And it's good to know where you stand, but at the same time, like, if you're out here just offending people for no reason, you can know where you stand with me by me not saying a word.
100%.
I know where I stand with people. I know who likes me. I know who doesn't like me. I know who I get a weird energy off when I see them. Unless people I think like me and they don't, they're just very good actors. Fair play. Like, yeah. Hey, he's an actor, so this guy could be plotting my murder in about
I've been
6
planning
months,
it for a
bro.
while now,
If
bro.
so, then guys, it's been real, man.
I'm
I
going to
love
do it
his
live
work.
on the pod.
Yo,
Where's your drink today?
bro, it's mad. I'm trying not to drink anymore because I need the toilet, so I'm trying to
Oh, no, don't do that.
I'm
We've
trying
got-
to fame it to the end of the episode still.
No, but do you know what's weird about me is like, there's people, I might not like you, yeah? I might not like you at all, but I still respect you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Talk
like
about it.
I can't think of anyone off the top, but like, if someone's talented or something like that, I'll still bop to their music if I hate them. I don't have a problem with that because there can still be respect there, but me not like people. Like, it's weird. Like, I just don't. You don't have to hate.
Yeah, you can. But then again, does that go back to R. Kelly?
Yeah, but do you know what? It does. Do you know it does? And that is a way of thinking about it. Like, you could hate someone. Do you know what? That's a good perception because I thought
episode's gone full circle. Yeah,
it has gone full circle because when I think about it, like I what he does disgusting and stuff like that, and I don't like him, but the music is respectable. Shit,
Bro,
full circle, man.
the music, you can listen to the music.
So by that logic, am I allowed to now listen to R. Kelly?
Listen, whatever goes. Once the cameras are off and you go home, you can do what you want, bro.
Step to the left.
Ah, he's singing it on camera, guys.
Nice.
Cancel him. Cancel him.
Oh, this full circle.
Full circle, man. Full circle.
Oh.
Oh, bro, cancel culture, man. Fuck it, man.
You got anything else? Anything else to get off your chest, of course?
I do. Where's my phone? Because we like to talk about icks on this podcast, yeah, when we have a guest, female guest, we've talked about that. But the tables have turned. When I tell you,
Oh, you got
there was
icks?
there was this thing that went round on
Is that what you shared the other day?
yeah, on the gram. But this is funny because it like believes in star signs.
Oh my God. Hey, bruv, do you know what? I can't even listen. It's not just star signs. It's the crystals, the fucking. There's certain girl, yeah. There's certain girl that
This is funny for me as well.
might not like you because they're like, you're Virgo. Don't fuck with Virgo men, you know. Nah, you're too emotional. What? What do you mean I'm emotional?
Do you know what I get? Do you know what the man them cussy about?
What?
That's one of my go-to lines when I try to get. I'll be like, yo, what's your sign? And I'll pretend. Oh, no, I'm giving my game away.
Hey,
know
bro,
what I mean?
you need to be careful
Hey.
because
In the past, I've asked girls their signs and they've told me, and I've been like, yeah, compatible.
I can't even lie. I've done that. But that's how you find if they're bullshitting as well, because sometimes you'll be like, oh, we're compatible because of the, your earth, I'm fire.
It's funny because when they
and they'll be like, yeah, but really, it's not the one.
it's funny when they gas the star sign, yeah, and then you get to know them, and then just nothing like it.
Or do you know what it is? There's crystals. There's bare different crystals in the yard.
I
and
will
you're
go
like,
to a gal's house and dash a
and there's
crystals out the window, man.
and
Or
you're
know
choking
that.
on the smog from the stick.
Right. Get
Sage.
Get their friend to film them as they're walking, and then pretend they didn't know their friend was filming.
Oh. Icky. Hey, bro, on that subject, there was a girl that uploaded a video today. I hope she's watching, yeah. She uploaded a video and tagged it like, walking out of my nigga's life, yeah. But at the very end of the video, yeah,
I hope she trips over.
she trips. But like, it's a subtle trip, yeah. It's like a stumble, and I clocked it. Quick time, and I was like, I can't
but
believe
you
you
got a little
uploaded that.
stupid walk, man.
Yeah,
Yo, shit. Okay. Let me have a look. Swipe to the next one. Ah, this used to apply to me in the club. Stealing your hat off your head. Got your
Oh
hat.
my God.
Bro. Back in the day when I first started going out, I was wearing like snapbacks in the club and all that.
What was the addiction? What was the addiction with if you're wearing a hat in a club and girl always wants to take it off your head?
Always a white girl
Always
as well.
take it. That's not a lie.
It was always a white girl.
That's not even a lie. I don't think a black girl's ever taken a hat.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know why it's white. One time though, it happened and then they always like, then they just put it on their head and go like,
And they go,
and I'm just like, But one time, yeah, it was actually bad. The girl just took it off my head, yeah, and it just sprinted off. Bro, man gave chase through the club, bro, through crowds of people. I was like, here we go. Like this, turn around thinking she's gonna be like this, yeah. Fam, she's darting through the crowd, bro. I'm like, bro, like I'm not gonna get me hat backs in this. I just start bombing it down the club.
do you know what I've wanted to do?
I got it back in the end.
Do you know what I've wanted to do? Be like, got your wig.
Because
Because if I see a girl with a wig, yeah.
I knew you was gonna say that as well.
If I see a girl with a wig, I might look at that and go, oh, that's a cool wig. Let me try it on. How vexed are you going to be? Leave the hats alone.
You know, walking around the club bar baldy. You get me? Bro.
With my cheap rat tail wig from a brethren.
Instead of this, what would you do? All this and that?
From a girl's business.
Yo, follow my girl's nail company, man. Best nails in Liverpool. Yo. Oh, interesting. Getting dropped home by a guy they just met in the club. This is an interesting one because I don't necessarily think this is an ick.
Do you know what? It is a little bit icky because, like, I see girls leaving clubs, yeah, and they're just jumping into guys' cars. I think from a safety aspect, that's mad. That's wild.
But I remember back in the day, the parents would tell you, don't hop in cars with strangers.
I've seen them just hopping.
Now gal are out here holding their heels and the fucking barefoot hopping in man's whip.
As long as it's not a Fiat 500, yeah, these girls, if it's a nice car, I've seen them just climb
gal
in the
them,
car.
would you hop in Big Money Does Ferrari when he pulls up outside the club?
The club that I can't get into.
Get in, man. Suicide doors. Get a lift
Robert
on.
Kelly bumping in the
But
car.
at the same time, from a logical standpoint, you know when it gets on a Saturday night and you can't get a taxi, you just want to get home, and man are there, like, and there's a free ride home. I kind of get the concept in theory.
I don't know, you know.
In theory, I get it, but in practice,
does that lift come with expectations or?
oh,
you know,
it will come with expectations.
I'm not
more
getting that
more
part.
time. More time. It'll come with not gonna lie, girls. If you're ever driving by town, you see me there on a night out, yeah, and you offer me a lift, I'm getting in.
bro, that's
And
another thing.
I'm not trying to lips you, man. I'm just trying to get home.
Girls don't do that. It's not fair. Like
Yeah.
I want justice. I want to be picked up by girls and dropped home.
I want to lift home, man.
I want to lift home.
I want
It
to
doesn't
lift
happen.
home, man.
They don't trust us.
I don't want to get in a taxi at 6 a.m. and have some random taxi driver try and make conversation with man when I'm fucking off.
I hate when
Wave.
taxi drivers try to talk to me, man.
Bro, that's what I mean.
We'll save that.
Let me see if one any more good ones. It goes back to the one when they go, oh my God, it's a video when they thought a picture was being taken.
Oh, that is not really.
Whoever listed these, yeah. Hover. Bro, I feel as though because we're getting towards the end, we'll come back to this next episode because there's so many good ones that will go into like a conversation. It was good. Yeah, I'll save that. I'll save that because we're coming by the end. But bro, another episode, man. Another
You ain't got
episode.
no more.
What?
You didn't have any more.
Do you want one more? Yeah, we'll get one more.
I don't want an anti-climax.
All right then. Constantly tilting their head from side to side in selfie videos.
Oh,
And it's got to have the tune in the background as well, the right tune.
yep. Drake quotes.
Then again, I do that when I get a trim. Got to see both. Got to see the sides.
That makes sense. That's
fine.
when you find out it's
But gal, if
uneven.
you ain't going to barbers for a little fade, then no point you doing it.
It's true.
You show the fade and that. There's some mad ones here, you know. Wait there. Oh, obviously hovering around tables in the clubs trying to get invited on.
Oh, that is an ick.
I've seen it from both sides. I've seen it when I've not been on the table, and I've seen it when I've been on the table.
Yeah.
So like, there's been times where I've been chatting to a girl in the peasants section.
yeah.
And then like
I don't know.
we've been getting along. I can't relate, obviously. We've been getting along, and then next thing, there's a table with bottles and more money and that, and then I can see her trying to get on, and you're thinking, oh, right, mad thing, man.
Yeah.
Man ain't trying to compete. Number one, I can't. number one, my bank don't stretch like that. But like number two, like whatever. And then there's been times where I've been on the table, and then it's funny how things come full circle. This is like a good episode name, Full Circle.
Full circle.
But girls that I've spoke to in the past and we're really on it, and then they've seen me on a table with certain people.
Loved it. Been there.
Oh, that time that we stopped talking, it was just because like I was getting back on my ex, but now I'm single. Oh, you babe, yeah. Good for you,
Good
man.
for you.
Good for you. Have a wonderful night, man, while I'm drinking this Ace of Spades.
He said, have a wonderful night.
Get me? Hey. The good
Hey, do you know the other one? The flip-flops.
There's another one about like girls' toes who hang over their fucking heels onto the pavement.
Oh.
Bro, babe, if you're a size 6, yeah, don't be getting size 3 heels, man. You get me? What would you do if if I was just, like, I'm a size 10 and a half, yeah, bro. If I was wearing size 7 shoes, bro, my toes would be
just gripping.
coming, yeah, or like busting through the shoe.
Gripping.
You get me?
That is the one. Well, we are coming to another end of another episode. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I just want a small disclaimer. Like we've touched up on some subjects that I think that is vital for us to talk about. So if anyone's been offended or anything like that, don't take life too personally. It's got to be done.
Oh, I thought he was going to say suck your mother.
Nah. Do you know what it is? These subjects have got to be broached, innit? We can't be like sitting on the fence. So it's interesting to talk about.
We're just two normal guys discussing life, man. We'll get things wrong, we'll get things right.
Exactly.
It is what it is. We're only human.
Exactly.
So if you disagree with it, calm. We can have a discussion.
Do you know why? That's how we know we're getting to a good level, innit? If you have to do little disclaimers like all the big YouTubers do it now.
Guys, any sponsors? If you think like all that shit, yeah,
all that shit.
But nah, man, we're the people. I know the consistent people. They've been waiting for the episodes, and we apologize. We can't be we haven't been as consistent lately, but we are trying to get back to this consistency. Life's busy,
here, man. We're always here.
We're always here. We're gonna. The level's about to get stepped up real soon, man. We've been brainstorming. We've been busy, but we're back. Well season. We need to take over season, man. That's what I'm saying. We're about to take over the winter
season.
If
If there's another lockdown,
we'll figure out a way. Hey, we'll Zoom the thing. IG lives, anything there's ways. But obviously follow the podcast on Instagram, Well Season Podcast. Like if you want to bring it here. All that. Follow me, Shak Omar Music.
what have you got?
I'm a bit lazy there, I'm a bit stiff, but just
keep it chill for him.
just there, yeah, keep it chill.
Oh, nice and chill. Oh,
Sorry.
I like that.
I had to. Just it was, he probably thought he was gonna get it easy there. I just had to give him a little something, but I didn't want to go too much.
Okay, and
Shak
also
Omar Music, by the way, I didn't even say it, but yeah,
it'll be there. And follow me. What have I got? Let me see. Ooh, 1 second for the anime fans out there.
Okay. Wow. Nice little humble one, man.
Yeah, little humble one.
Don't want to gas it too much, man. Do you know what I mean?
Much. Not every week.
But guys, thanks for watching. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, all that. We are back. We are better than ever. Hey, Dev.
Yo.
They ask us why we're well seasoned.
Why?
It's because man, I got sauce. Man, I got spice. And sometimes man can be a little bit salty. Well seasoned podcast.
Back, baby.